And what's up, guys? Good to be here. This is Hans Kim, just hanging out, having a good time. I'm living in my van. I have a HEB parking lot Wi-Fi right now. Just chilling, managing my stream, and having a good time. Yesterday, I opened for Joe Rogan. I did that 2 nights ago as well. So it's been 2 days of opening for Joe Rogan, and tonight I have goddamn um, Death Squad Secret Show Thursday, so it's gonna be a wild, wild week of comedy in the Death Squad universe. Monday, I had the fucking Kill Tony. I was a guest on, so wait for that to come out in 2 weeks. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I was opening for Mr. Joe Rogan of Joe Rogan Experience podcast fame. And then on today, I'm going to do the fucking secret show, so it's so fun. It's just so much fun. Yeah, I mean, I open for Joe Rogan and I live in a van. You know, it's amazing how much money I'm saving because Joe Rogan pays me a lot of money. I mean, he pays everyone a lot of money. But yeah, it's so fucking awesome that I'm saving so much money. My Asian side is just loving the savings. I'm saving so much money every day just living in a van. Thanks, man. The library bit was a bit that I enjoyed because it juxtaposed old dad humor with current issues. And I don't think old dads are in a position to make those jokes right now. So, yesterday I met young Jamie from Joe Rogan Experience podcast fame, and he was very nice. Very, very beautiful man. It was cool to hang out in the green room with him. Joe Rogan did an hour and 16 minutes on stage. I did 10 minutes and I was sweating bullets at the end. He was up there for 7 of those, almost 8 of those. So he's about 8 times more comfortable and just more awesome than I am, which is probably an understatement. How long do you plan to stay in the van? As long as it takes. I mean, maybe if my YouTube money comes in right, then I can move into a real fucking apartment. But until that happens, I don't know, it's just gonna be the van for me. The savings are unreal. $700 a month goes to whatever the fuck I want instead of to a landlord. I already bought this and paid for all this anyway, so I might as well use it. How does one start comedy? Try saying poo-poo and pee-pee and butthole in places where people don't expect you to say poo-poo pee-pee butthole. And that is the start of comedy. Whenever there's 2 or more people gathered saying poo-poo pee-pee butthole, then there's comedy. That is one way to start comedy. How the hell did you even decide on van life? Well, I looked at our current economy and how capitalism necessitates that the people who own capital have all the money, and I was like, I don't want to be a capitalist because I don't own anything, so why don't I just live in a van? That way I can have all my time to myself, and I don't have to exchange my labor at an unfair rate. And I can fucking do whatever. I can do whatever I want, and I can do comedy all the time and whatever. Yeah, Austin rent is $700 on average. I would say you could get down to 500 if you're willing. John Laviolette, are you considering making your YouTube channel? Subscribers join. One word for a little extra so we can support it. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to make my subscribers pay me more money. But I can find a way to milk you guys for all I can milk you guys for. You better believe I'm gonna do it. No, just kidding. I want my subscriber numbers to be up. It's more of an ego thing than a financial thing, which financial thing is an ego thing for a lot of people. Hans, who gave the biggest boost of energy when you heard their name bring you on stage? I mean, I didn't hear their name when they bring me on stage. It'd be weird if someone was up there like, I'm Hans Kim, and I'm bringing up my friend, Hassan Ahmad. But I guess you're asking what's the biggest person that brought me up. Probably Tony Hinchcliffe. Tony does great intros. He's very measured and composed and very heartfelt and authentic. I don't need that much money. I have enough money. I just need a steady stream of it. So don't send me money unless you can keep doing it for a long time. I don't need I have a lot of money in my bank account. I have like $15,000, which isn't a lot to some people, but it's more money than I've ever had. The financial thing is just business, baby. Start an OnlyFans. Okay, I will, but I don't really know if I want everyone to see me jerk off. Hans, you plan to go on the road anytime, perform around the U.S.? If I get canceled from Kill Tony and Joe Rogan refuses to look at me, then I will abscond. I will take off. I will be a vagabond. But until then, am I happy, Hans? This is happy, Hans. This is sad, Hans. I'm happy and sad. I'm both. I'm good right now. I'm dealing with some shit that really is not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal, but it's just a big deal to me. I guess like I didn't think that I had the best performance at a show that I recently did, and that's kind of eating away at me. I'm not going to tell you which one because I don't want you guys to know that I don't have confidence in one of the shows that I did, but I mean, yeah, I mean, I complain about capitalists, but you know, it's like I am in a capital country. Hans, do you take joke ideas from the chat room? If it's good, probably not if it's bad. Would you make out with Red Band for $15,000? What horse? I'm already on a horse. I don't need to get on a horse. Hey Hans, who has been your biggest influence when it comes to stand-up? Greetings from Mexico. Probably Joe Rogan. That's the reason why I got started, and probably Steve Martin and others. Some shrooms from Rogan that help you out. I'll go to Rogan and be like, can I get some shrooms that help me out? I'm kind of low energy right now, even lower energy than I was even normally, but you know, that can all be changed. Why do you name clout? You are completely, you don't need any of them. I'm just being honest. Joe Rogan really influenced me, and it's part of the reason why I'm doing such a ad hoc podcast. What's your favorite drug? My favorite drug is probably mushrooms or acid. Okay, I'll find different ways to monetize YouTube. I've been thinking about doing Twitch because I heard on this podcast Ludwig and Hasanabi and Will Hef talk about how Twitch is better because their chat isn't fucked with as much. Like YouTube's chat is just like steady stream, but in Twitch they just let it come as it goes. But this is a transition period for you. Don't worry about not being where you want to be right now. The journey will take you there. I'm not worried about where I am. Everyone else is worried about me living in a van. I'm fine with it for now. I mean, I kind of don't like being in an HEB parking lot right now. But it's fine. Like inside here, I might as well be inside of a goddamn home right now. I do as many things in here that I could do in a home that distract me from the fact that it's a van, because I can write and I can do other things. I'm 32. I wish I could bump uglies with Kim Congdon. I'd love to live in a van. I used to have a dope livable van. I have a Patreon. Look for Hans Kim Patreon. So I have one patron. So that's nice of him. You're still looking at it. I built this van. So this is my handiwork. I really like it. What is your female comic body count? I've murdered 7 female comics with my comedy by making them laugh so hard that they had a period. Near Lake Travis, you can park your van on my place. I just don't want to be too far from the city because I don't want to have to drive. I don't know where Lake Travis is. I'm not that familiar with Austin. Thanks to you. Thanks, man. I just went from 4 to 3 Patreons yesterday. Damn, you're doing better than I am. But yeah, I mean, it's not about the numbers. It's just like fun. Have you ever bumped uglies with William Montgomery? That's such an obscene question because I would never have sex with that man unless I got to know him better. And then maybe I might introduce people then start speaking German. Good idea. I love my life. I'm not depressed or sad about things at all. I'm so happy and I'm getting laid so much and I'm so rich and everything I do is fucking awesome and Yoni loves my comedy podcasting style. He says that I'm such a good energy and he just listens to me all the time. That's what Yoni said at Best Barbecue. He's a big fan of this podcast, so if you like this podcast, you'll love Yoni. Go check out Yoni and his podcast because he is a big fan of my podcasting. He doesn't think it's low energy at all. Have you been related to anyone yet, or has it not come full circle? Has it come full circle? I have been related to someone. My mom and my dad, my 2 sisters, my grandma, my grandpa. I got 2 of those. So yeah, I have been related to someone. It's just so crazy how much pussy I'm getting. Is this live from the van? Yes, it's live from the van in an HEB parking lot. How hard is it to write your minute every week, or is it easy for you at this point? I mean, I never know until the day of, but I'm always working on shit. Like, I don't work on shit specifically for Kill Tony, but if a bit's good enough, I want to do it. But like, I try not to do bits that are like too new, because I don't want to burn it before I've perfected it. So yeah, I mean, I just, my joke writing process goes as such. I think of like something so funny, like how this guy was like, I don't need you to be political or religiously the same as me. I just want you to be a good hang. And then I was like, I hate that sentiment because da 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 da. And that is a joke, like things that you normally think. Whatever you normally go around thinking, like the best version of that should be made into a joke. And everyone can do it. Why is it a trend for Korean women to have surgery on their eyes to make them wider? Why is it a trend for American people to make fun of Asians for having small eyes? I mean, if you notice that, don't you think that we notice it when we're looking at ourselves every day in the mirror and be like, man, if only we could change our physical bodies. Oh wait, we can. We live in 2021. Why stay with the body that you were given when you can change and improve and make it better? Most taboo thing you have ever done. Most taboo thing I've ever done is probably trip a girl at church when I was like 6 or 5. We, it's like we were like hiding in the pews and then someone went and we were such little fucks when we were kids. Some guy got this little girl and like, come, your mom wants you in the church. And then we're hiding in the pews and we pulled on a little string and she tripped and a little baby fell. That's probably really taboo. I wish I hadn't done that. What's your favorite K-pop group? There was a girl named Debbie, and we found a dead bee, and we called her Dead Bee at church, so that was pretty taboo, too. Do you know the biological reason for having eyes of that nature? The eyes of this nature comes from wanting to be very, very wise. Oh, I don't need to see anything. Oh, so smarter. I can hear everything. The reason for eyes this small is because, I don't know, I think it's an epicanthal fold from the Mongols because they live in the steppes and it's like, it's a layer of skin over your eyeballs so that your eyeballs don't freeze in the tundra, in the cold Mongol climates. So we have like an extra layer of skin. So if we're both in the fucking Alps right now, guess who's going to be able to see while your eyeballs are freezing up? Me. I got these super comforted, they're fucking plush eyelids. They're all fucking wrapped up in a winter coat. So that's pretty so fucking cool that I can survive in the mountains with my tiny little eyes, and all you whites and blacks and Mexicans with your giant eyes just freezing your eyeballs off while I'm just looking around and looking at you with your frozen eyeballs, looking around and dying and just, ugh, gross. You look like Peng Dang. God damn. What are you selling, Hans? I'm selling my body and my mind for YouTube ad revenue money. What do you eat in a normal day? Do you have a microwave in your van? I don't have a microwave, but I have a pan and a pot. And I did dumplings today. I ate a little bit of ribs. I got a fridge down here. Let me show you guys my refrigerator. That's my fridge right there. That's my fridge. So I refrigerate food and eat it. And I have an induction stove. Mr. Wynn, here's some dating advice. Don't be so stupid when you're trying to fuck women. Just be smart. I'm not high. No one accused me of it, but I'm not. I just wanted to let you know. What kind of physical exercise regimen do you follow to look like the piece that you are? Well, I've worked out for the first time in a long time yesterday with my friend Gareth at his apartment. We just did some bench press. We did some light pad work with boxing gloves on. Dating advice: get on Kill Tony and kill. Exactly. I would say try to keep it positive, okay? No one wants to be talking to a grumpy pants. No one wants to be talking to a depressed asshole. You gotta be happy, even if it's not real. Just smile and just try to say the funniest thing. Like, it's just a game. Pretend it's like you're playing a turn-based game, and then the woman talks, and then when it's your turn to talk, there's a dialogue box of 4 things you could say. One thing is super egotistical about how big your cock is. The second thing is like about how awesome your career is going. The third is a funny thing that's just so funny, and it's like a word play or like just an observation about socks or like tacos, and that's what girls want to hear. They just want you to turn reality into a fun time. They don't want to be with someone who's going to turn reality into another fucking TED Talk. Who wants to talk to someone like that? Have you kissed Brittany Ledesma yet? I don't know. Why don't you ask Brittany Ledesma? Be enthusiastic advice coming at the most unenthused person. You know, I really don't like that you said I'm not enthusiastic, because I am so enthusiastic. Like yesterday I ate a cake and I was like, wow, a cake, so delicious. I can't believe it. Should get an 18-wheeler. It's more racist and or creepy. I don't think I need to be more racist. I hate black people enough. No, I love blacks. Tips for getting the balls to attempt an open mic. Whoa. Thanks for being you. You're welcome. I've been being me for a while. Have you ever been a page boy? I don't know what that means. Like in a theater, like showing people to their seat. What is the tips for getting the balls to attempt an open mic? Here's what I would do. Send this fool money. He's in. I don't need. This is for you. It's a novelty. Isn't it cool that you don't? All the other podcasts are in a fucking home, but in a van it's like fucking awesome. Tips for having the balls to attempt an open mic. I would say just be like, it's time for me to put my ideas to the test instead of just silently having it in my head this whole time. I should try to figure out if my ideas are actually good.com. So test it out. If you have 100 upvotes on a Reddit comment, it means you're ready for the next level. Know that the van is just temporary, Hans. Before you know it, you'll be in your own sprawling home. Your talent is undeniable and the money will come. Thanks, Ride Santa Cruz Bikes. I really appreciate the kind words and the encouragement, and I do know that this van is only temporary. In fact, my life is temporary. I have no belongings or holding on to this world or whatever. Oh my god, I'm so fucking... Yeah. You mean 6th Street shootings? Dude, 6th Street is not that bad. I love 6th Street. The next 6th Street Blues will probably... The next 6th Street Blues will probably be on youtube.com in 5 days. Are you tired? Yes, I'm fucking exhausted. Have you seen Arcane on Netflix? No, I have not. I don't know what it's about. Did you just go through ego death? Probably. I hope so. It's about time. Tips for a temporary life. Be a human being that has a 70 to 80 year lifespan. I mean, we're all doing it. We're all living a temporary life. Roth IRA or 401k? Roth IRA is the new hot thing. 401k is for like the old boomers. Sell me your van when you're done. Okay, Eric Bravo. Thanks for having my retirement plan in tow. How was your childhood, Hans? Any interesting school experiences or anything? Oh my god. I once peed in my pants in 2nd grade. And my friend Tyler Cruz found me. And after he found me, peed my pants and didn't tell anyone. I was his best friend till 6th grade. Do you get paid for Kill Tony every week? That I'll leave to the internet sleuths to figure out. What do you do to help calm nerves? I consume as much shit as possible. If there's water, I'm drinking it. If there's alcohol, I'm drinking it. If there's marijuana, I'm smoking it. If there's a lozenge, I'm chewing on it. I'm sucking on it. Just whatever shit other than your mind you can use to figure your shit out, do that. Because you cannot do it on your own. Your brain is a trap and it will fuck you. You just have to distract yourself. I have not peed my pants. When is Joe's Club opening? Roth IRAs aren't good. Who didn't pee in their pants when they were young? It was 2nd grade, so I felt like I was a little too old for it. Maybe it was 4th grade or 5th grade. I don't remember. I think it was 4th grade. I peed my pants in 4th grade when you're 9. When it's not cool anymore. When you're like 6 and you pee your pants, everyone loves that shit. But when you're 9 or 10, when you're double digits and you're peeing your pants, everyone thinks that you don't have any dick control. What is the purpose of life? The purpose of life is to make it better for those around you. Because those around you are the only thing that will live after you're gone. And they're the only beings that we know have consciousness. So I'd say make the world better for people who have consciousness. And then it'll be nice. Why not commit misdemeanors? Great idea, Sada Mepop. I would say misdemeanors are the way to go. Felonies are a little felonious. Why doesn't Tony let you make out with girls on stage anymore? Because it's very, 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 very sexual and it just gets people too horny. What's the hardest drug you've done? I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I've done methamphetamines. When was your last hug? Probably yesterday. I hug a lot of people, dude. I hugged Joe Rogan yesterday. It was pretty fucking dope. It's one of the best hugs in the business. In comedy, a Joe Rogan hug is worth about 10 Crystalia hugs. Your opening for Joe was hilarious. Good shit. Thank you, full Barbie. These are the comments that I need more of. Please, everyone, just love me, because I need love, and I'm just so sad. How do you write jokes? What's your process? Here's how I write jokes. I'm like, what is funny? Oh, you know what's so funny is like poo-poo in a dog's butthole. And then I just say that on stage. How I write jokes is I'm like, wow. I can't believe we have an economic structure that rewards only a few people and leaves everyone else to rot. And then I write about that until something funny comes up, but usually it doesn't. I write about how people think that in van life they can just ask me to do whatever and I have to do it because I live in a van. It's like, I live in a van and I don't get autonomy. What do I gotta do to get Hans Kim to shout out my music on Kill Tony? I'm not gonna do that. It's not an ad. I'm trying to be funny. Just kidding, man. I'm a huge fan, though. I love your stand-up. Thanks, D-Dizzle Music. I love you, bro. I'm trying to do push-ups, and you're cracking me up. Oh, thanks, man. I'll try to not be such a push-up can't blocker. Will there be episodes of other people? Yes. Okay. Yes. Fine. I'll get another person on. Maybe they'll be better, 'cause then I won't be so sad all the time. Hans, you get me through my miserable work life. I thank you for helping me through the day. You're welcome, Frank Enriquez. I'm glad I could help. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm so glad that it's helping you. Vans off the corner of the street. Trademark. Thoughts on NFTs? I think NFTs is just a verification system. It's like a very complicated verification system. It's like a password. It's like we already have passwords. I mean, is like your system of verification better? What's the difference between NFTs and CAPTCHAs? I'm sure I don't know what I'm talking about, but I just don't see how this one system of verifying whether you have the code is going to be the best. I'll do another 6th Street. I just think that, like fucking NFTs are like people want it to be a bigger thing. They want it to be more useful than it is. And it's like if they can get more people on board with it, then they can make money off of it. But I don't know if it's the way to go. It's like, oh, you can verify that you have this image, but it's like the utility of an image isn't that it's yours. It's like trying to own things. It's like trying to profit off of things. And it's like the good thing about an image is that you can see it and appreciate it, not that you have like the only copy of it or something. Does dog taste good? I don't know. Does your cousin's pussy taste good, you damn redneck? It's funny how Australia is the butt of prison colony jokes and now they are a prison colony. Oh yeah, with COVID. If you're sad, then I need to look in. Out here having a full conversations. Show off. So does Kill Tony take care of you? What does a gig like that pay? Dude, I'm loaded right now. It's crazy. I have like $16,000. Balling. Yeah, my glasses are real. They're clear framed. Hey. Dude, I'm so happy right now. I'm like off my tits. I need to do some goddamn Sudafed right now. I'm so fucking happy. Hello, thanks, mate. Yeah, I mean, I think they're talking about my redneck comment. What does dog taste like? I don't know. What does fried alligator taste like? I have never tried dog. I would, especially if it was a bad dog. Hans, you get mad when Tony calls you autistic? I get autistically mad. I'm like, I'm not autistic. How dare you, Tony? Do I smoke weed? Does a Korean eat dog? Yes, I smoke weed, motherfucker. Do you think you'll ever be famous? I thought I already was. You done DMT with Joe Rogan? Nope. I haven't. I don't think I will. I mean, it'd be nice if I could, but I don't think we're there yet. I think we're just still at talking in the green room phase. Is the sushi really better in Austin than Seattle? I don't know. Have you ever used the N-word before? Yeah, I do it whenever it's like funny, when people don't expect it. So a funny thing happened yesterday. Yesterday I did a mic. Yo, Davis killed. I did a mic and then I went to my van and I slept outside of the mic in my van and I was listening to people from my van because it's an outdoor mic and Mumford Davis was killing. He's been on Kill Tony before. Hans, what do people not know about William Montgomery? William Montgomery is like that off stage, and he is like so fucking nice, and he's like weird, and he doesn't sacrifice any of his weirdness to be nice, and he doesn't sacrifice any of his niceness to be weird. He is a complete human being. Is pretty fucking awesome. Nice haircut. Thanks, I did it myself. Only when he comes. What's your favorite dog breed? Not for consumption. My favorite dog breed would have to be a German Shepherd or something. Or a Golden Retriever. I technically didn't buy anything at this HEB, so hopefully they don't come at me. Or any dog that's like nice, like a Labrador or like a mutt that's just like knows its place and is really good at what it does, and it's like really athletic. Why is Tony so mean to Red Band? Because Red Band is a difficult energy to handle, and Tony is a very unique personality, and they have fireworks spark between them. Hans, if dog is as good as fried gator, it makes sense why the wet markets are full of them. I don't know how bad the Korean wet markets are, but I know the Chinese love to eat weird ass shit. And they started the coronavirus. That's pretty fucked up, dude. Stop shutting down the world so that you can eat fried pangolins. What is Tony Hinchcliffe like, and are the rumors true he is gay? I don't think Tony Hinchcliffe is gay. Tony Hinchcliffe is a force to be reckoned with. He is magnetic. He's charismatic. He draws all the energy in the room, and he's very, very great. Do you hang out with Nat Rogachevsky? Yeah, he's great. He's a nice guy. I helped him jump his car. It didn't work, but I did help him with that. Hans, do you ever perform in New York? Yes. In fact, I lived there for 3 years before the pandemic hit. I was a New York rat. I was running around the mics, doing the subways, and it was a great, great experience. It's comedy college. I loved it, and it made me the sexy little boy that I am today. Would you recommend aspiring comedians to move to Austin, or is it super saturated? Nowhere is super saturated. You can move to Texas, you can move to LA, you can move to New York. This is our time. We are the ones that have life and can physically manipulate matter in this year of our Lord 2021. This is your time to take charge and control where we go as a species and as a planet and as conscious life. Do not be afraid. You are one of the few that get to be alive. Everyone dead and not yet born is watching you hem and haw in fucking Biloxi, Mississippi, wondering if you should make something of your life while you are already living it. You can change the world, and you should do it because it's awesome. You shouldn't be afraid to use the power to manipulate physical reality because you don't get it for long, only 70 years. So try to use it. Try to be in a place where using it has the most impact and can be magnified in terms of scale. Tony assaulted your people. I honestly don't give a fuck. I don't think that was that offensive, and I think Asians are strong enough to handle that. I think that he was doing what he does to Bobby Lee all the time and making a joke about Asian people and trying to transition into a joke. And I don't think that Tony hates Asian people, and I don't think that that's how racism works. But thank you for the advice. I'll be sure to let him know that you guys are whatever. Any sidewalk sets on the van in the works? Maybe. It's just not as good as in a fucking Vulcan theater. I'd rather do a set at the Vulcan theater. You have your own manifesto? Yeah, it's called the whatever. The Asian Chink-eyed Manifesto. You know Joey Diaz? I know of him. He used to do comedy in Seattle, and there's a bunch of stories about him. Have you done any comedy down here in Canada? Up there in Canada, I've done some comedy in Vancouver, BC. I love that place. Very, very beautiful city for comedy. Lots of comedians there. When do you perform? Tonight at 8 p.m. at the Vulcan, and then at 9 p.m. at the Velveeta Room, and then at 11:30 at the Romo Room. Why? When do you perform? Can I get a kiss, Master Machetier? You sound really manly. Master Machetier. Sounds like something a dude would think is a cool word to say. Can you explain racism for us? So here's how racism works. When you see a person that looks different from you, you're like, wow, this person is so similar and yet so different. I wonder if there's differences between him and I that are biological, and then you're like, wow, let me try to spot patterns. And then you try to spot patterns, and depending on how good you are at spotting patterns, people call you a racist or not. But you shouldn't prejudge people. You should give everyone the benefit of the doubt and let them woo you. And a lot of racists just want a shortcut for judging people, because judging people is hard. And instead of using astrology, they just use race. They're like, oh, you're a Sagittarius, you are cheap, and you love to hold on to bicycles, and you're really tall, and you love eating shellfish. So yeah, you could say I know a thing or two about racism. I've done it a couple times myself. Hans, your YouTube feed keeps cutting out now. Shadow banned? Who knows? It's probably because my internet's shitty. Oh, I should be recording this. Hopefully the internet will figure it out. I'm also using HEB Wi-Fi, so maybe that's why. What's your favorite video game of all time? Starcraft 2. I love the strategy, and I love that it's like taking first-person shooters to the next level. Like, instead of just controlling one guy, what if you could control a whole army? That's the next step of modern warfare. Instead of just shooting one person, you work on strategy and encirclement and preparation and economy and logistics. So StarCraft 2 is the next level of warfare. It's judging the battleground. It's like Ender's Game. Is it a hassle keeping the van organized? Sometimes, because if there's a little mess in the van, then it becomes a big mess because it's such a small space. But also, on the other hand, it's a small space, so it's easier to clean. So you could say it's both. When it's dirty, it's really dirty, and when it's clean, it's like so easy to clean. So it's both. What's your favorite cuisine? My favorite cuisine is probably Thai food right now, but it changes a lot. Sometimes I like Mexican food because I love burritos and the creamy taste of the refried beans. How was your acid trip? My acid trip was acidic. It was not basic, you could say that. My acid trip was so fun. I love acid. Racism is because people from different places used to concur and be concord. Used to conquer and be conquered by each other all the time. If you saw someone who was from where you were, there's a high chance someone was getting wrecked. Yeah. Yeah, it's not good when you hurt people. Any news on when Joe's Comedy Club will open up? Yes, here's the news right now. Everyone, listen up. Joe's Comedy Club opens up whenever the fuck he wants to open it. I have no control or say. I haven't even seen it. I don't even want to broach the subject. I'm just so excited for it that I don't want to fuck it up for myself. If I get canceled from Joe's Club, I will literally suck on a dude's dick because I'd be so sad. So don't try to get any secrets out of me because I'm not trying to fuck myself like that. Ha ha ha. Nice try. I am going to go to Joe's Club, and whenever it opens up, and I am down for whenever it is. Big Daddy Joe, please just do whatever you want to me and my body. Just kidding. He wouldn't want me to say that, so. I am just kidding. I would love to be a part of Joe's Club, and when it opens up, I'm just so excited about it. So I just don't want to fuck anything up by revealing things I'm not supposed to. So I'm just gonna talk about how awesome it's gonna be, because that's all I can really say. Do you miss kissing the babes on KT? Oh, you betcha. Oh, I miss it while holding onto my large cock. That's my favorite way to miss it. Do you ever think Tone... Oh my god. Oversteps the line when roasting people, or is it all in the spirit of the roast? I mean, if he oversteps the line, the crowd doesn't laugh, and then he notices that and comments on it and is a master of crowd work, and so he knows how to navigate those waters. So it's like so crazy that it's even a question, because you can watch him do it online, and it's like if he fucks up, then you know it that it happened, but he fucks up very, very not a lot. Is China committing genocide? Yes, against the Uyghur population in Western China. Check it out. It's called concentration camps. And they put them in there to make the whole big old China Han Chinese, which is so boring. Why wouldn't you want some fucking Uyghurs in there to fucking, give you guys some normal eyes? It's just so weird. Oh my god, this stream is choppy. Oh god, I hate myself. Is kissing strippers same as kissing the normal audience people? You ever kiss a boy? Tony could ask for a kiss to end the show. Would you kiss him again? Tony is obviously gay, right? Is that your background? Is that your toilet in the background? This is my air conditioner. It conditions the air. So I would not kiss a dude again. It's just people think they want it, but then they get it and then they don't respect you. So I'm not gonna kiss dudes. Is it a hassle keeping the van organized? I already did that. I see like a real comedian. NYC is good, but it's a meritocracy, and there's too much kissing ass in there. Oh wow. If you